We back again at you again, YouTube. Took 2 days off. We got something in store for you tonight. We got something in store for you tonight, YouTube. Get them on. Tell them we live, bro. Let me get that thumbnail loaded up for you. We about to crack heads and twist caps. Never have it been made so clear. Never have it been made so clear, man. We doing it big over here. We got Enlil on tape. We got him. Oh, yeah, this is about to be really good right here. Niggas finna be saying, oh, shit, y'all elders cracking heads, man. This going in the greatest hits file. Y'all get the gang, we got another one. We got another one, y'all hear the gang? We got another one. Oh, yeah. That thumbnail is fire. We fire and we won't retire, baby. The tickets is already sold out to this thing. Tickets is already sold out. Get them in. They a lot of people called me, but I was busy today. For the last 2 days, we've been busy, man. We're supposed to be going on finishing this tape up for the day. But we've been real busy for the last couple of days getting ready for the tour. Get ready for the tour, man. Hold on, let me get that let me switch to the laptop, man. We gotta go on and get this shit cracking, bro. We waiting on people to get in here. We're giving them time. Just for the be we the hottest on YouTube right now. We gave you 2 days off this month. We ain't giving you no more days off. We're gonna start. We slowed the train. See, we like a train on a track. We on track and we going. We was running with no brakes. And then people was like, man, we don't got time to catch up. So we slowed down to give people time to jump on this train. What they say, they call it the bandwagon. You better get on the bandwagon right now. We slowed down for you to get on the bandwagon. Right? Now we finna speed this shit back up, man. We finna take back off. We slowed down for you to get on that damn bandwagon, bro. If you ain't get on, that's on you, bro. We told you. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going back over the mysteries of the Bible, but we updated it and added way more stuff and changed a couple pictures around because we got more better pictures and better footage of the people. So let me get that chat pulled up so we can see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna get both chats. Oh yeah, it's about to get greasy up in here, young brother guy. Who we got in the building? Oh yeah, baby. Hey, whatever. When the Angela say some shit, they finna be talking about it. They talking about it months later. Oh yeah. Hit that like button. We got 60 people in here. Hit that like button. All right, it's about to get lit up in this joint, bro. Trust me. Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell. Right? Hit that bell. And if you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and check with us. We dropping something out every day. For the last 2 days, like I say, we took the days off because we had to do a lot of stuff to get set up, make sure everything's straight for the show, man, that we're gonna do in Atlanta. So If you want to show your brother some love on the donations, we just posted the Cash App and the links, bro. Don't do the super chat. All right, about to get started. We got 60 people in here, man. Maybe more. Maybe more, man. But I guarantee you don't want to miss this one. Get them up in here, man. We lit. See who we got up in this joint, man. Shout out Tyler Jones, man. Shout out Miles. Shout out Fishbone. Shout out Priscilla. Shout out Artoon Ray 9, man. Shout out Nate Toon Anu. Michael Swagger. We in the building. Camilla Mayberry. Shout out Camilla Mayberry, man. Flowers. After this, your head, I'm gonna make your head grow an extra couple inches, man. Your head finna grow a couple extra inches. All right, we get started. The mysteries of the Bible. Let's get this shit cracking, bro. Like what we got right here. It says the knowledge breaks the spell of ignorance. Knowledge break the spell of ignorance because they've been playing us the whole time, man. These people been playing us the whole time. It's about to go down, bro. We're about to get on them. Somebody say, young L, get these niggas, man. Which Bible translation should we use? There's so many different translations of the Bible. You got the New International, the New King James, the New Translation, the Mormon Bible, the Jehovah's Witness Bible. I mean, damn, it's like over 4,000 translations of the Bible. Which translation? A lot of niggas like the King James. I like the King James, right? A lot of niggas like the King James, right? The King James Bible. The Anglo-Saxons Bible, right? But which one do we follow, man? God dang, it's so many translations, and a lot of them, every translation translates you more farther from the truth, farther from the word, the real word of God. Translate you farther. It said that one jot nor one tittle shall be changed, and they didn't translate it 4,000 times in the Bible. Which translation should we follow, bro? That's what I want to know. For my Hebrew niggas. They say the King James, right? Okay. In the Old Testament and the New Testament, we're dealing with the Anunnakis. In the New Testament, we're dealing with the children of the Anunnakis, the Netarus. But to get into all of it, I guarantee you, man, if you in this class, you about to get your head. This is it. This is it for the religious spell right here. This is it. The return of the gods, the return of the Anunnakis, man. Hey, yeah, you better get your battery charged up. We about to be dropping straight bangers. You better get your charge up. All right, so we're dealing with Anu, who is the most high of the 19 district. Keep in mind, there's 46 trillion other most highs in the universe. There's 46 trillion most highs in the universe, but we in District 19, and the president or the most high being who has the most wisdom and most knowledge out of the beings in this 19th galaxy is Anu. Who's Anu is the title, which means most high, but his name is Raziel the First. Raziel the First. Okay, he's the most high. He's a real being. I'm about to play a tape from Baba real quick. Let me play this tape from Baba.
Here's what I get caught up on with time lapse and people who Anu is a man. The Father, I saw him myself in flesh. What you're caught up with is time lapse. Here's what I get caught up on with time lapse and people who were born in this country and were once Christians. Anu is a man. The Father, I saw him myself in flesh. What you're caught up with is time lapse. Here's what I get caught up on with time lapse and people who were born.
All right, so Baba say that Anu is a man, Anu is a real person. He's seen him himself. So when we start showing you pictures of Enlil, understand these people are real people. These people are humanoid beings who live on the 12th planet. We about the Nibiru, which is really a mothership. We're about to talk about that. But they real people who live on a planet that comes into your orbit every 3,600 years. It used to be on the orbit of 25,000, I think 890, 980, 2,500, 980 years orbit, right? But now it's on a 3,600 year orbit due to after the crash. And so these beings are humanoid beings. They look like us, except they more larger in stature because they're bigger, taller beings. I'm about to get into that. And these beings live billions of years, billions, trillions of years in the higher fifth dimensional state. You can see the crystal city right here behind it. Right? I'm about to get started, man. We about to get started, bro. We about to get this shit cracking. But these beings are Anunnaki are about maybe 4 to 5 million years ahead of the Earth and technology. Look at the apron that he got on. Look at the symbol on his apron. Right? Look at the watch, like be like a wasket. Right? So you all this goes down to look at the fez they got on. Right? Keep in mind, Enki and Enlil. Right? These are real people, living, breathing people. They're just more advanced. Like I told you, you watch the Stargate movie, they show you when Sergeant Carter and Daniel, the scientist Daniel, go to another planet because they got more advanced technology than the people on their planet. The people perceive them as gods and even carved stuff on the wall and made statues after these people, these earth people who came, had more technology, and they became known as gods. It's the same thing with Anunnaki. When they come here, and they are in a sense the creators, because they have the science and technology to do cloning and creating of the human. We're gonna talk about that on the Atom project. We're gonna run this class for an hour, and then we're gonna cut it and go to part 3. So we're gonna do part 2 and part 3 because I got probably like about 200 slides, maybe like 150 slides we're gonna go through today. But so these people are real people. So according to what Bible said, and according to what the people in Africa said, we're about to get into that tape too with Enlil. We're gonna run that tape too again. We got that clip for you. All right. So a new mother and father is Anshaw and Kisha. Notice the Willow Peak. This shit go way back, man. Notice the Willow Peak. And keep in mind, Anshaw is the 8th Anu. Anu is the 9th Anu. Before Anshaw, it was his father. And before him, it was his father, going all the way back to Sal, the great-great-great-grandfather, who was the Most High before the Big Bang took place. Before the Big Bang took place, we left go get that tape called Family Journey. And it's got a picture of Anu on the front, on the thumbnail, and listen to that tape. When we came, I told you we came from Detroit. He had 2 other brothers. The brothers split. We went to the Ida galaxy, and then we left Ida and went to Pegasus galaxy, and then we left the Pegasus and came to what you call it right now, the Milky Way galaxy, right? And that's when Anu became the Most High. And Anshaw stepped down, and we was living on. We was living on Saturn. We came and we was living on Saturn when we came to this galaxy. We actually lived on a planet in the Centaurian star system before we came to Saturn. That was the first planet we landed on. We call it Detra, named after our original home galaxy. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Oh yeah, you don't want to miss this one. I guarantee you, this is about to be a good 2-tape series I'm gonna put out right now. Shout out James Jones Bay, man. We live, we lit. Shout out Reptile Music Group, LLC, baby. And Anunnaki, baby. All right, so just keep in mind about that Willow's Peak, though. So then Anu birthed 2 sons, but the oldest son was with when we came here to make a deal, and this right here was before. This right here was before the crash of Nibiru with Tiamat. We made a deal with the Draconian reptilians to get gold because Anu had a business where we was producing different types of crafts, Riz Tech. And so we needed some gold to go take back to our company to make the crafts. And so we made a treaty, Anu made a treaty with the Draconians, who were original people of the planet of Earth or Tiamat key, right? And they were Draconians, but they were agreeable Draconians. Because you got disagreeable Draconians, you got agreeables, then you got neutrals. In all races, it's like that in all races in the universe. It's 3 different types: neutral, cherub. We refer to them as cherubim, seraphim, and a clasher, which is the two joined together, the 360. Right, you got 180, 180, 360. Right, so these beings were good beings, and this is Enki's mother, Adi. Right, and this Enki right here. All right, let's blow this nigga up. We got this right here. We got a picture of Enlil right here. This nigga came down in his sham in Kenya. We already put a tape out about it called Enlil Came Down. Right, and the tape, I'm gonna tell you, man, we got a lot of the ancestors is helping us. We got Brother Love, Rod Hayes. We got Brother Love sent the video to me, right? And I didn't look at it right off, right? And then the brother Rod said, man, yeah, this video that Brother Love sent me, Enki, it's Enki, man. You need to check it out. So I checked it out. I said, oh shit, son. So I seen the actor that they had, and I think that's Enlil's son too, the actor that they had playing him. Enlil's son. We're about to point some shit out. I think that's Enlil's son too. But this right here was a photo that they took. The photo in the right, it was be the right bottom corner. That's a real photo that they took in the Kenyan newspaper of Enlil. Look how big his structure is. We're about to get into that. But his mother was Atun. And you already know the story of Enlil and Enki, right? It's kind of like the similar story to Abraham, with Abraham having Sarah, right? And then having Hagar. It's the same story, or recycled over and over again, right? So Enki was the older son, who was the man, pretty much the man, because he was doing all the work. He was building all the shit. We're about to get into that. And then Enlil was the younger son, and his mother got jealous of Enki's son and wanted them kicked off of Nibiru, and they end up getting kicked off of Nibiru. And that was part of the start of the beef between the 2 brothers. The mothers being jealous of each other first. There was the beef between the 2 brothers. But we got Enlil right here on tape, bro. We got him. We got receipts for everything, bro. Hey, if you're in the building, hit that like button, man. We got 128 people up in this joint. Everybody hit the like button for your brother right now, man. It's about to go down. Hey, we just not getting warming up. We warming up, bro. I'm telling you. So Enlil, these beings were Anunnakis who lived on the 12th planet. We're about to talk about that. All right. So Enlil is about 40 billion years old, Earth time. Right. We got a blow up of him right there. He's about 40 billion years old. Right. He was born after Enki. Right. See, like in the Holy Tablets, be careful, because some of the numbers got switched around when Bible sent it to Texas, and they sent it back, and the people uploaded that particular thing. That's the one that he gave out for free. So some of the numbers got mixed around, because they talk about the first time Anunnaki coming here was 500 million, and that's not true, because 24 billion years ago was when the crash happened, and Murdoch was already born, because Murdoch was driving the craft then. So Murdoch is over 24 billion years old. So, and Enki is his pops. and then Enlil was born before Murdoch. So but he about around 40 billion years old. This dude. These people live for what you call eternal life, because they already developed the technology to be able to the truth serum, or with all these different serums, this technology to be able to live for a long time. And keep in mind, if you read the Bible, in the Bible, it talks about these people living in the beginning, like Noah and them and Methuselah and them, they were living 800, 1200 years old. But Enki and them came down and got mad and destroyed the people that was living a long time and reversed the genetics, because it's a planet that we went to. When you go to that planet, people only live for like to be 21, then they die. And then it's another planet where people only live for 30 days or 6 months and they die, because the Anunnakis were studying their genetics. They were studying how humans evolve. So they sped up the time frame on a planet to where they only live 21 days, and they every 1 year is for 1 day it's a year, and they at the 21 they die, and then the new kid is born again on some planets. It's different things that the Anunnakis was doing on other planets. Then we also built satellites to monitor the evolution of these people. So it's different things that we were doing. It's a on one planet we make people be old, and then they go to babies, like it's a reverse, like you born as a baby here and then you die old. But imagine if you was born old and then die young. So like on some planets we were doing them type of experiments. The Anunnakis, we were advanced millions of years ahead of the Earth technology, and these people are more larger in stature.
Here on June the 11th, 1988.
All right, so I'm going to play the video. The next video I'm going to play is the video we already played on Enlil coming down, just replaying the receipt because we revisiting all of this because we got more stuff added to it. So I'm going to play a video of Enlil landing in his sham and coming out and handling the people. Keep in mind, these beings are telepathic. They speak all the languages of the planet, right? They got what you would term as powers because they're able to alter the molecular structure. They're able to see the light body, your light body, and if you sick, they can see the code, and they can touch you and rearrange the code, light code in your body, and heal you using light frequencies and doing a little harm frequency. So these beings know how to use sound and light healing. They already developed that technology, and they can do it by just making a certain type of frequency, a sound that generates a color, because sound speeds up into light, light speeds up into thought. Really, when people are sick, it's just a thought. And these people have already developed that technology to be able to get around it. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. If you're in the building, man. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Right? Hit that bell. Hit that, if you don't receive something from us every day, come back and check with us. Right? If you want to show your brother some love on the donations, we posted the Cash App and the links. It's going down. It's going down, young Gilla gang. So he about 40 billion years old.
Here on June the 11th, 19.
So like I said, I'm going to play the clip from what they said in Kenya, and they call the dude Jesus. Why? Because they don't know about Enlil. Keep in mind, American Negroes, American Moors, natives, Americans over here, right? Us, we know more about Africa than Africans. We know more about the world history than they do. That's why they come over here to go to our schools over here. All right. So we know more about, so the Africans don't really know, a lot of the Africans, they don't really know much about Enlil. So when that being coming down with magical powers, that's real big, they got the beard, that's dressed like how Jesus would be dressed, of course they're gonna say that he Jesus. But Jesus, we're gonna break that down in a minute. We're gonna break down what is Jesus, because people was asking me what is Jesus. We're finna end that spell once and for all too. We're finna end that spell once and for all too. Shout out my Sabian brothers, shout out my New Wapping brothers, shout out my Ansars in the building, right? Shout out my Hebrews in the building. Shout out my Nation of Islam, 5%ers. Shout out my Crips, my Gangster Disciples, my GDs, my Vice Lords. my Crips, my Bloods. Shout out the whole family. Right? We in the building, we cracking heads, we opening your brain up to another level, bro. Bodie told you niggas a long time ago. He said this y'all together blew my mind. I'm telling you, it was some of the shit that he was saying. So we about to play this clip for you.
Here, on June the 11th, 1988, an extraordinary event took place, which many newspapers and the TV station CNN reported. The people believed that Jesus Christ had personally appeared before them. A journalist from the magazine Kenya Times was an eyewitness. His report starts a week before the event.
On Saturday, June the 4th, 1988, a big bright star was sighted above the skies by worshippers.
While we were filming, the unusually bright star could also be seen during the day. During the healing session on June the 11th, 1988, the mysterious event took place, which was observed by hundreds of people. Many were left totally healed. Only a few photos exist.
Remember the unibrow.
The tall figure of a barefooted, white-robed, and bearded man appeared from nowhere and stood in the middle of the crowd.
Watu wote walianguka chini, wakajawa wengine na furaha, wengine wakajawa na kilio kwa maana wameona kile hawajaona tangu wazaliwe.
When he appeared, people had no idea what was happening. Many of them fell down. Others began to cry and repent their sins, and continued to do so even after Jesus had disappeared, and we had begun singing new healing songs again. Since that day, hordes of people have been coming to Kawangware, repenting their sins and being healed and saved. But it is not me who heals, it is the power of God that heals through me.
It appeared to them the Son of Man had at last fulfilled his promise of coming back to earth.
The unknown person who didn't tell his name turned first to Mary Akatsa. He said, "You are an important messenger of God. Keep on preaching, never retreat. Whoever places obstacles in your path will himself be halted." Then the man spoke.
It's a different dude right there. Keep in mind, I thought that's Enlil's son. They got him to play the part.
Time for the reign of heaven. But before that, I shall come back and bring a bucket full of blessing for all of you.
Before he disappeared as suddenly as he had come, he paced off a path in the direction of the church.
All right, so the last dude, I believe, was Enlil's son. But Enlil is the one they took a picture of in the newspaper. This nigga right here. Right? Keep in mind the unibrow. The beard. Just that nigga, bro. Look at the eyes. Look how big his body parts are compared to hers. These Anunnakis got bigger body parts, bigger heads, larger nose, larger eyes. They are like 6, 8, 7 foot tall beings. They got more, they more bigger. I'm telling you, man. All right.
Here.
All right, so they said they saw a bright light right here. I took a snapshot of it, and what they were seeing was the bottom of the sham. When they come down, they said it was like a chariot of fire. They was calling them in the Bible chariots of fire, right? Because back then they didn't, these the people doing way back then, they didn't really have light bulbs like that besides the ancient Kemet. So when they saw lights, it was equivalent to fire. It was like a fire. Light was attributed to fire in connection with the lanterns, right? Right? Nipsey Hussle looked like Enlil because they from the same people. Like I said, we're gonna show you, man. All right, so this is different pictures of the shams. They were 2,888 of these crabs on the big mothership Nibiru, the 12th planet in the inside. And these what the Anunnakis come down in. This is pictures they were taken in the same in the same year in Florida, landing in Florida. These pictures around the same year, like 1988, that Enlil landed. So we're dealing with the Anunnakis. These are real people, but the humans made them gods because of the advanced technology that they had compared to them. And then these Anunnakis even they left their children some of this technology, who was the ancient Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians are the Anunnaki children. So they live on a planet called Nibiru, which is really a mothership, right? It's the 12th planet. Let's blow this up. All right, so this is a picture of Nibiru. Most of my Sabian brothers and Nuwabian brothers, some of my Esau's, they already update on the game. We're just giving this for my Bible guys. In the Bible, this is mentioned of in the Revelations as wormwood, the Death Star, right? It's the 12th planet that rotate in your solar system every 3,600 years, and it's the planet that Enki them live on, right? And it's 144,000 other species that live on this big mothership, because it's really like a planet that goes through and polices the whole this 19 galaxies, and there's several different ones. This only one of them. It's a whole fleet of these, thousands of them, right? And it's 12 main big ones on this size. A lot of people tried to copy our style, right? But it comes in right here. You see it, this Nibiru right here coming into your atmosphere. And we already broke down. Go get that tape called Inside of Nibiru, the look inside of Mothership Nibiru, part 1 and part 2. What we talk about on the inside, but it comes in right here. This is a ship they live in. And about around 19, really it was earlier than that. We was in range in 1945. Like in 1940, we was in range for the people to be sent here. Like 1940, we was in range. That's when Baba came. Baba came in for 45, and then another group of us came in 85 in 1970. Another group came of us in 1985, and then another group came in 1990. But some of us are children of these beings. Some of us are Enlil's kids. I'm actually Enlil's kid and Enki's kid on both sides of the family. Some of y'all are Enlil's kids. Some of y'all are Enki's kids. Keep in mind Genesis chapter 6. The sons of God, Anu, in other species came down and started mixing with humans. Right, so we are the Anunnaki children. That's why we degraded. That's why we the best at basketball, football. We are the gods. We are the children of God, like the Bible say, the children of God. Well, I'm an elder of God. It's a couple of elders out here, and then it's the children of God. That's a big difference, right? All right, so we broke this down on part 1. We're just gonna go over it real quick. Elohim is plural form of Elo, which is a singular form of Elo, meaning God. So Elo means just God, singular. Elohim means those beings or a group of beings. God nets us more than one God. So it's a plural. Elohim is a plural. Yahweh means Lord, good or bad, like those beings that know good, Yah, from bad way. And then it's like a leader or a supervisor or a landlord, as in landlord, a person that's over the land. Then you got Lord God, which is Yahweh Elohim, right? Which means Lord of the gods, Elohims. So it would be like Yahweh, Lord of those Elohims, gods, plural. So Enki is a Yahweh. He's a Yahweh over a group of Anunnakis who came down in 50 in the shams, right? All right, so let's pull up. Let's go over this. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Like if you watch part 1, we got some of the same stuff, but I guarantee you, we got more stuff in this one that's gonna bust your head. We just warming up, YouTube. We just warming up, young elder gang. Hey, Hakeem, calm down. Hey, we just warming up, young elder gang. All right, so we got the Most High, Elion, Elo, or Elion, El, right? Meaning the most meaning the greatest. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar meaning God is most great or the greatest. High meaning great or greater than normal in quantity, size, and intensity. Anu, a title meaning most high, Elo. Yahweh of Yahwehs, the Lord of Lord gods. So these are different titles, right? These are different titles or attributes, right? So keep that in mind. So it's a difference between Lord God and the Most High. And it's a difference between Yahweh of Yahwehs. That's another position that's under the Most High. The next position, like the president position, is like the Most High, right? And then the vice president position will be like Yahweh of Yahwehs. The next position would be like Yahweh of Yahwehs. And it's only like two people that had that position. And that's Michael and Sananda, who they call it, saying that's Jesus. We better get into that though. Because Sananda or Tammuz was placed over this project by Anu because of the conflict between the two brothers. And he was one Tammuz. Anu knew that Tammuz would bring the two families back together because Enlil's son Sin, Nana Sin, had a daughter named Ishtar. Ishtar is the mother of Tammuz. And then Damuzi, who would be the equivalent to Osiris, is Enki's like younger son. So he connected, Tammuz connect both of the families, right? And he was given this title right here by Anu to be over the gold project. We're gonna get into that later in probably part 3. All right, so here Enlil. Notice the eyebrows. Notice the unibrow. This is him. These humans carved him like this, and then too, they got technology where they don't got to use the come down in the shams. They can fly with these wings. It's like a device. I'm gonna show you. It's like a device. They can attach this ring around them, these wings, and they can fly with these wings. And you about to see they already using this already. They call them gliders. Matter of fact, let's pull it up real quick. The Anunnakis were doing this, but they have more advanced ones. Let me show you. That's what this how they come up with the angels got wings. When they started seeing the Anunnakis using this device, they just said these angels got wings like birds, right? Not kids, kite. I think it's called and also the Anunnakis were using these right here too to land, these parachutes. I'm trying to find, okay, there, here you go right here. Okay, you see this glider over here? I'm about to blow it up, but you see this thing right here? See, the Anunnakis had stuff like this that were but more had machines on it that can fly. And so these are the wing type things that that's what they attributed to the wings, and when they drew it on the wall. So they had more of this advanced technology. And you starting to come up with the stuff right now to where they're gonna have a motor on this and everything where people can fly this thing without having to jump off the side of a mountain. See what I'm saying? So that's like similar to what the Anunnakis had, but they had a more advanced one where they can go to fly to these ships, fly to their ship hub, and then if they had to come, and they only use these when they had to come to an area that was low ground, and they had to hover their ship, and then they had put these on to fly down from like not out of space, but just fly down from up in the air to land on the ground like a glider or a parachute, like we just said. And so Enlil was the jealous God. He says Exodus 25. Enlil is this dude right here is the dude that walked in the cool of the day. This dude right here is the dude that asked Adam and Eve who told them what they was doing, because these people don't know everything. They intelligent, they can speak several languages, they telepathic, but they don't know everything. And they can be killed when they come down into a physical thing, but they know how it'll be hard to kill them, because all they got to do is, and you can do it too. All they got to do is go back up to the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension, and then they can heal themselves real fast. So it'd be hard to kill them, but they can be killed. They humans, or they're not really humans, but they similar to humans. They more advanced than humans. They got bigger body parts, more bigger lungs, because they breathe. They can breathe several different atmospheres. Like they can breathe oxygen, and they can breathe hydrogen and several other gases. They develop themselves to do this when they come down. But keep in mind about the eyebrows. All right, so you see the eyebrows right here. You see the unibrow, right? We're pointing at. Keep in mind about that unibrow. You see the unibrow on him. These people they didn't even know about the unibrow when they took the picture. So why would they put a unibrow on it? They didn't even know about it. See, this is how we know we got these niggas, man. Blow it up some more for you. That's how we know we got these niggas, man. Keep in mind about that unibrow, bro. If you want to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We want to show your brother some love on the Cash App. We posted it in the link, man. We take $1, $5, $10, whatever you got. If you want to really put your brother in the game, send him $100. About to ready to go in. Keep in mind about them eyebrows, man. Them big olive shaped eyes. Look at it. We got him, man. That's him, bro. They didn't know it was calling him Jesus. They didn't know it was Enlil. These people are real people, like Baba told you, man, at the beginning of the tape. I just played it for you. Now look at this. See, he got the unibrow too, but he got it good. And then he tall. This nigga tall like the Anunnakis and the Enkidus. We'll get into that. But look at the unibrows. Look at his unibrow. Right? We already showed you some of the last tape. He's AD, he's 6'10". So the Anunnakis were tall. And then he got the unibrow. Man, it lies right up. And then he got the beard. This nigga's the Anunnaki, bro. This nigga's the Anunnaki. That's why they picked him to be in the NBA. They picked nigga. They know who you are. They know who you are. I'm telling you, man. They know who these people. They know. Look at that. The story behind the unibrow. Look at that dude. I hope he fixed his teeth by now. Look at his teeth. God, dog. And look at teeth jacked up when he first came in the joint. Let's blow it up, man. My bad, AD. God, dog, AD. My bad, bro. God, dog. That's the Anunnaki shit right there. All right, so we say, look at Webby. Look at Albie Show. Right? These are Enlil's kids. Look at this nigga. Look at this girl right here. These are Enlil's kids. Right? These are Enlil's kids. We got them, bro. Hey, we got them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's blow that up for you. A little bit more. Keep in mind, look at Enlil's shit, bro. All right, so you remember that my Esau's and my Nuwabians and my Sabians might know about the Enkidus. Baba put it in the holy tablets. But the Enkidus, see that the eyebrows, the unibrow, because the Enkidus were another species that were drafted out of the they were a mixed species. They were drafted out of the Shaggies and to make another worker race in Cyrus. Well, the Shaggies was there first, but then they created these Enkidus here on Mars. because a lot of different species were being created. But if you see these, this unibrow, that's what we want to point out. And look at the hat. He got the same hat as Enlil. Right? So you see that. All right, so if you look, now look at the Homos, he got the unibrow and the beard. Look at the Homo erectus, he got the unibrow and the beard. So keep in mind, this shit's gonna come back. It's gonna be a connection. There's gonna be a connection with all of this. It's gonna be a connection, man. But watch what we tell you, man. All right, let me go back. Okay, all right. This is a picture that Baba had drew in the Holy Tablets of Jacob and Esau. This Jacob, look at the willow peaks on Jacob. Remember, he's a trickster. He's a usurper. And then look at the, he got like a little willow's peak, but the main thing is the unibrow. Look at the unibrow on Esau, who was a hairy nigga, who come from them Enkidu niggas, man. I'm telling you, look. Look, let's blow his ass up. Let's blow it up. So look at the unibrow. We blew it up for you. On Esau. See, Baba was ahead of the game, man. My master teacher is the coldest master teacher of all times, man. Ain't nobody was putting no shit out like this. This right here shit was over y'all niggas' head. This nigga put this shit out way 30, 40 years ago, man. I'm telling you, man. Ain't nobody messing with Malachi. Man, free Malachi, nigga. They know why they, and you niggas, if you niggas still think Malachi got locked up for touching kids, you nigga, you a goddamn crazy nigga. And I don't want to be around you after that. After you see the type of shit that we talking about right here, and we got it from the master teacher. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around you, bro. Because you could possibly get me got thinking like you thinking. But this is the dude they had playing like the actor dude. I believe he got some kind of connection with Enlil, but this is the real photo that they took of Enlil. I believe this dude got some kind of connection with him, right? Because you can see he probably shaved his eyebrow right there in the middle. But his statue is like a man statue versus Enlil's statue is more bigger. You can tell how bigger. Enlil is more bigger. His statue, these Anunnaki, they more bigger. So we was at first we had this clip for Enlil because they had him as an actor, but you can see the connection between him and J. Cole. They look alike. The actor dude they had. You can see the connection between him and J. Cole, man. Right? All right, so Enlil, I should have fixed that right. So Enlil was the one that had Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. He the one that walked in the cool of the day. He the one that got mad and punished them because of what they had learned from the Nomos. The Nomos were the reptilian or the serpent beings who were living underwater that was here first. And that Enlil got mad at his creation, really Eve, listening to these Nomos beings and coming back and teaching Adam. And keep in mind, Adam was out from the disagreeable seed they were trying to breed out, which was the Enkidus, the Hindus, and the Anunnaki bloodline mixed in, but you can see the Willow's Peak right there. So you can see the Willow's Peak on Adam. And he was a Watusi, tall, the Watusis. And then you can see Eve. Eve come from the Sands people and the Twa man mixing in together. Eve is the Bantu. And he's Watusi, like Anunnaki, Watusi, and Hindu mixed in. It's Adam, right? Codman and the Kibal, right? You see that with the Willow Peak. Keep in mind that Willow Peak, right? All right, so these are the four original species of the world right here. Like besides the reptilians being here first and several other Nomos species, which are pretty much reptilians. But the Twa man, the Sands people, and the Hindu and the Watusis. And then with the albinos being drafted out, you start to get all these different species once you start to crossbreed these different species together. Like Adam and like Eve come from these two people mixing together. Eve's father was from these people. Eve's mother was from these people. And then they make the Anunnakis got them to mix together and created Eve, the Bantu people. And then Adam's people was from these people. Well, really, the Adam people was these people, but they was the Hindus and the Anunnakis and the shaggy beings being breeded together and mixed together to create the Watusis, the tall beings. But to get into that, so but these are the four. Go back and get that tape we put out, the original people of Earth. We're gonna do a part 2 to that, where it's gonna be crazy. Because now that I can do the slideshows, I told y'all these classes gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get better than this. It's gonna get better than this. So but these are the 4 original species that Elijah Muhammad was talking about on that tape, Yaku. Right? The same. Look at the hair texture. Look at his nappy hair texture. Look how short these people are. Look at his texture, more of a woolly hair texture, like the Anunnaki texture. Look at her hair texture is more of a straight hair texture, the Hindus who came from the planet Nevada, a Procon star system. Right? Tammuz nem is mixed with the Tanush. Tanush nem is mixed with these beings and the reptilians. Okay. So you got Cain and Abel. Notice that Cain got the Willow's Peak. We're gonna point that out. Damn. Notice Cain got the Willow's Peak. Excuse me. Notice Cain got the Willow's Peak and Abel don't. And Abel was a tiller of the flock, so he brought the Anunnakis some fresh lamb chops roasted right, and the Anunnakis tore that up. Right? They tore that up because the Anunnakis are omnivores. They eat meat and vegetables. Right? And some of them are vegetarians. Some of them are meat eaters. Some of them eat meat and just like you. Everything just like you. You got vegetarians down here. So the Anunnakis got vegetarians. And then you got people that eat meat and vegetables, fruits. They omnivores. So you got Anunnakis that's omnivores. Then you got Anunnakis that just eat meat. You got Anunnakis that just eat meat. They don't eat vegetables. Right? They carnivores. So you got to keep that in mind. So Abel brought the Anunnakis as an offering some fresh cooked lamb chops. They was loving it. They was picking their teeth after that joint. They was picking their teeth after that joint. They was like, man, that nigga Abel really can throw down on that barbecue grill, man. What you think the burnt offering was? The burnt offering is the goddamn grill. Anunnakis be firing up the grill on their own Nibiru, man. They be flying up the grill, bro. They be rotisserie chicken. Give me some rotisserie lamb chops, man. On the damn on Nibiru, man. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, it's right. That's right, Randy. It's right by the sun. All you gotta do is go out there with your camera phone at about 5 o'clock when the sun is going down, take and hold it up to the right, the left hand corner, and take a picture. You'll see it behind them. All right, so the Nomos beings is the ones that taught Eve about the stars and taught them about who the Anunnakis were, that they wasn't gods, that you the same as them, and once you know what they know, you'll be just like them, right? So these were the serpent beings, Nomos from the Sirius star system that would teach these Dogon people, which the Dogon come from Eve, the Bantu people, which is the Watusis and the sand, Pygmy and the Sands people mixing together. That's the Dogon people, the ancient Egyptians. So the ancient Egyptians, the Dogons come from Eve's people, mixing in together from the Twa and the Sands people. But these people who lived under the water, and keep in mind, Quito Mutwa tells you a story about these people coming. But they're the ones that talk about the 3 stars in Orion's belt and how it lines up every year. Because what the Nomos was doing is say the humans didn't know how to grow food. That's why they put them in the garden. They didn't teach them. The Anunnakis didn't want them to know how to do nothing. They want them to depend. The Enlil wanted them to depend on him for everything. He didn't want them to have nothing on their own. He wanted to be their God. But these reptilians came and taught these people how to grow food. So when it came down to getting food and the harvest food and knowing all that, these reptilians, these Nomos is the ones, those who claim to know the most. The Nomos taught them how to grow food. It taught them when to plant. They say, oh, winter solstice. And then when this sun line up here, when you start planting your food, like around, you can plant in the winter, you can plant in the fall. You got different types of plants. They were teaching them all this about the stars, right? This before, it wasn't no damn Jesus. Jesus didn't even exist then. Wasn't no the Son of God. None of that shit existed then when these people were teaching these people this. So, but they was teaching them how to grow food and how to plant, so they wouldn't have to go back to Enlil and beg him for some goddamn fish. The same scenario I gave you about Satuk and Osiris. Osiris was teaching the people how to fish, and Satuk wanted them to come to him for fish. They wanted to, because Satuk wanted to be their god. He wanted to rule over them. But so it's different extraterrestrials coming from different parts of the galaxy or different other worlds coming here who more advanced, who want to rule over you, who want to take you as hosts, who want to eat you. Some who want to use you as slaves, like the Anunnakis, and eat you, like the Anunnakis, right? But these Nomos beings who were reptilians came and taught you how to break yourself off from God. That's why it says in the beginning in the Bible, it says that once you know what God knows, you'll be just like God. That's what that meant. Once you know how to grow your own food, you'll be, that's what God was doing. God was growing his own food. God knows how to make clothes, because God had a damn robe on. So when the reptilians or these Nomos taught Eve them how to put clothes on, all this, that gave them the knowledge, the tree of knowledge. That's what they was taught, referred to it as. Right? So that's where it starts at. The Dogons teaching them about the stars. The 3 stars in Orion's belt became the 3 wise men. This star was the star in the east that they were following, and then this was Jesus, the sun, became the sun. We're about to break that down. All right, so right here you see on December 22nd, 23rd, 24th, the sun dies. He's for 3 days and 3 nights. That's where they get it from, the 3 days and 3 nights, right? And then on December 25th, the sun is coming back up. This is winter solstice. And it comes back up, but it goes down like on the cross, 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, it dies on the cross, the Southern Cross. You see that right there, right? And the 3 wise men on the 25th followed the birth followed the star in the north, or the Eastern Star, which became the Eastern Stars, the whole fraternity order after this. It's all astronomy. The whole Masonic order, the whole Daughters of Ice, all that's based off of the stars. We're about to break all that shit down, right? So they follow this star in the east to the birth of Jesus on December 25th, man. Right? So this is how the sun look in the wintertime. You can't see it. The sun dead. The sun dies on the cross. And then in fall, it's going down. The sun is going down. And summer is at its highest peak. So there's different phases of the sun. That's all they're talking about, man, when you're talking about religion. Religion is nothing but astronomy. The 3 wise men, right, coming up for Jesus. We already broke that down, right? The 3 stars in Orion's belt, following the star in the east, the birth of the sun. It's really dealing with the winter solstice. Yeah, this is the end of all the bubblegum rap, bro. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more preachers talking about no Jesus. I don't want to hear none of this after this. Don't come to me talking about no Jesus after this. Even though I like the name Jesus because we earned that name over my ancestors using it for hundreds of years in a positive format. So we changed the energy of the word. So I like the name. I like Jesus to cast out some to make suckers mad. But like I say, I don't want to. The truth is truth, man. The truth is shit dealing with the sun. Let's get it. Right. So here go another thing right here on it. With the 3 wise men, 3 stars in Orion's belt. That's why they had that 3 Kings parade. This all goes back to this. The 3 Kings parade, the Mamas parade, where they make fun of us because we don't know the truth about religion, which is damn astronomy. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity is all astronomy. It's all astronomy, bro. They go to the cross, all that. Okay. The birth of Jesus, December 25th. You know, Luke 2 and 4. Go read it. we're talking about, you already probably read it. Well, the birth of Jesus is talking about the birth of the son. They took it and made it into a whole damn story, man. Stole this shit from ancient Kemet. Jesus died on the cross, right? We just already pointed that out, right? I think we went over this. The reason why we're going to this part so fast is because we already went over this and a little bit of it in part one. We added a couple more pieces, like this is a new piece. But you see that why they get the Jesus, the son on the cross, the son of God on the cross. It's all astronomy why they laughing at your ass. The elites know what the shit is, and they gave you religion. You ain't get religion. Religion, real religion is what I'm telling you right now. And you got dogma. You got all dogma and kitty stories about what's really going down. You got kitty stories where they made the sun and different stars into characters and star constellations and shit. You got a kitty story. All right, so Jesus is the son of God. They got all these different damn sons. Why Jesus always got a sun disc behind his head? Because it's dealing with the sun. They stole it from ancient Kemet, from Haru, and several other beings that got the sun disc over their head. We the first ones to do it. You won't see this nowhere. We the first ones to do it. Put the sun. They stole it and ran with it, and got now Jesus. Haru was the son in ancient Kemet, and now they got Jesus as the son. They got a sun disc behind all of his heads. And you thinking that this shit is Jesus, man? Jesus, the Lord God, gonna save him? No, man. It's game over for all that, bro. Ain't nobody gonna save you but your God doggone self. Ain't nobody die for your sin. You gonna die for your own goddamn sin. You gonna die for your own damn sin, right? So all this game is over with. Ain't no damn. That's Jesus right there in the sky, right there. That sun in the sky. The sun who bring life to the world, right? Without that sun in the sky, you would die in 15 seconds. The planet would freeze to death. The sun make the plants grow. In springtime, the sun multiplies the wheat, the bread. The sun make fertility happen during springtime. The sun brings warmth to the planet. It's the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. They play these games. You see that? They playing all these games, man. They try to keep us locked up under this damn spell, this ghost spell, the ghost spell. Right? We ain't got time for no games no more. My people. Now, all of you, you people that ain't my people, because if you can't grasp what we telling you right now, then you ain't my people. And if you ain't my people, your ass after 2043, your ass is fair game. That means they gonna hunt your ass just like in the Predator. It was beings they used to. Do you know it's angels, right? That's what they like to say in Christianity. Angels, right? Extraterrestrials, beings who will come in here and hunt humans and prehistoric animals. Man, I'm telling you, bro. And you gonna be fair game for their ass because you still asleep and thinking that Jesus is a real goddamn character when it's just a sun in the sky. Let's blow that up. Jesus walked on water. The sun come up on the water every morning, rise in the east, come from over the shoreline. It don't really rise. It's just the planet, the way the planet rotating. It makes the sun appear to rise and come over the earth. And they took that and ran. They took that out of ancient Kemet because we used to watch the sun come up over the Nile facing the east. And they took that from ancient Kemet and ran with it and said Jesus walked on water. It's all about the sun shining its reflection on water, Jesus walking on water. And they laughing at your ass when you talking about Jesus walking on water and you don't know the real truth. They laughing at your ass, Moors. So look, it's in a whole bunch of different cultures. We the first ones with it. Then they copied it. Then they copied it. Look at this shit. Look at that. That even represents the sun, the Statue of Liberty, the different spikes around the head. We the first with it. They stole the ideas of this shit, the concepts of Christianity is ancient Egyptian concepts, it's Dogon concepts, it's what the Nomos taught us on how to grow food and plant, and so we can separate ourselves from Enlil and the Anunnakis who were trying to use us as slaves, trying to get us to till the ground and dig gold for them. Right? And even though, like, I'm teaching you right now, and they my family, they really, the Anunnakis, some of them pissed off at me, but Anu told me to do this. Some of them pissed off at me because I'm telling y'all this, because I'm telling y'all about us. That's every time when I was Haru, Tammuz, every time I come to tell the humans about who these people are, who we are, and I break down, and they don't like that. Enlil don't like that. Satuk didn't like that in that generation. And that's why we be beefing. They don't want me to wake you up, break the spell of Kingu off of you, so that you can realize that what the hell really is going on, man. I'm telling you, bro, with this shit. All right, so we about to, hey, look. All right, this right here, the last slide on this tape. So what we about to do is about to take a 20-minute break. Maybe less than that. I'm gonna take about a 10-minute break, and then I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna cut this class, and then we're gonna come back. And I'm telling you, we just getting started. So take you about a 15-minute break, use the restroom, hit your shit, whatever you gotta do. Take you some of your wine. Me and my wife, we drinking some wine. So take your wine, whatever. I'm gonna go use the restroom, give me some, I want to get some water, some of my good water. And I'm gonna use the restroom, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna start up part 2. So come back and click on my page in about 10 minutes, and we're gonna start part 2. And part 2 is gonna be way heavier than this first part we just did. Well, will it be part 3? This is part 2, it'll be part 3. So we're about to cut. I tell you, we're gonna do. I got so many slides. It might be actually 4 parts to this, cause I got like 200 slides to go through, and we're just breaking down the Jesus part first. Matter of fact, let's finish the Jesus. Matter of fact, we're gonna come back on this particular slide on Sunday worship and all that. That's what that's coming from, right? So we're gonna come back on this particular slide when we come back, YouTube. So take you a break, get you some popcorn, because the second half, and you see the thumbnail, right? You see how Selassie is Enlil's son. We're about to point that out. We got bangers, shit dropping for you young Elder Gang. So we're about to cut to a commercial break. Matter of fact, I might make me some tea real quick. Since it's getting late, I might make me some tea, some warm tea, so I can get my body thawed out, because they got the damn air on 65 up in this month, freezing the hell out of us. Hey, but we're about to get up in this joint, man. We're about to get up out this joint, man. We're gonna be back in about 15 minutes, young Elder Gang. So